Welcome to Worldwide Business. I'm Kathy Ireland. Many companies struggle with the ability to focus on their core business and their technology needs at the same time, limiting their ability to grow and be agile while also being efficient. Companion Data Services is a proven expert in providing IT solutions that are secure, agile, and efficient. Their well-defined processes, coupled with exceptional service, enable their customers to see immediate value. President Lola Jordan is here to fill us in. Welcome, Lola.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Lola, what are some of the main challenges companies are facing when it comes to IT?
Well, there's three main challenges that our customers are facing. The first one is focusing on their core capabilities and allowing us to focus on their non-core capabilities. So if they're a healthcare company delivering straight to the customers, they should be able to focus on that as a hospital. The second one is their data and their information secure? With today's world, we need to make sure that there's security around what we're housing for personal information. And the third challenge is really understanding what is cloud, where is my data, is it onshore or is it offshore, and what does that really mean to me?
And Lola, as far as managing their business and their IT needs as a struggle, can you tell me more about that?
Our customers struggle in managing and understanding how to manage their infrastructure, their hardware, their software. And so we are here to help take that struggle away from them and help them understand what's the environment that they need, what's the technology that they need, and how does that support their business. And because we focus on healthcare, we understand the healthcare industry, and so we can help them focus more around the healthcare aspect of it and not just get distracted by having multi-areas that we focus on.
And how do you do this?
The first thing is we're wholly owned by the largest insurance in South Carolina. So our lifeblood is healthcare. So we know the importance of protecting that data. And so we create solutions within our own parent company that we bring to our customers, or at least we apply that experience and knowledge since 1946. And we've done that through evolution and not revolution. So we're not a startup where it will take time for you to really understand the healthcare industries and all the complexities in it. And so that's really what we're applying, is that knowledge of over 60 years of experience.
Well, in this Worldwide Business Field Report, we explore Companion Data Services and their secure IT solutions.
From a perspective of a lot of business drivers that are occurring have created a perfect storm of different events that are coming together to create this paradox. For example, we have time to market, which is being driven by the rise of the digital world that we're in. And then companies are forced to deliver to the market faster, quicker, at lower cost. So what happens is that comes together along with the need to align IT resources to the business, to align to quicker determine if they're hitting the mark and not hitting the mark. Gone are those days where it could go over a year before they will actually see a delivery. And I think the third bullet that comes up is this value proposition. IT must deliver value, because if it doesn't, it's just wasted dollars. The current method that is being deployed by various companies to deal with this paradox is to develop or adopt, I should really say, this operational model called DevOps. And specifically what DevOps is a merging of teams. You have an operational team that has operational disciplines, and you have a development team which has development disciplines. So it's the merging of the two. And the idea behind that to solve this paradox is you get a team together to be able to solve this problem and control it within themselves without trying to bring in the rest of the organization. Again, the idea here is to try to get the agility with some level of discipline behind it, operational discipline, which is great. There's been a lot of great successes in the industry with using this model. However, it is not without its issues. CDS has developed its managed services offering to really give an alternative approach to this DevOps, to really take the pros and cons of the DevOps operational model to help solve this paradox, and has created an offering. Specifically, this offering consists of processes that we have had for over the past 30 years that have been enhanced, improved, streamlined, adjusted. We have also given the flexibility to the consumer of our managed services, the ability to mold it into how they would like to have it to achieve their level of independence or their level of dependence upon our offering.
Lola, please tell me about Companion Data Services. Who are you and what do you do?
Companion Data Services has been in existence since 2005. We're a wholly owned subsidiary of the largest insurance company in the state of South Carolina, and so we're not just the experience of ourselves, but from our parent who's been in existence since 1946. That parent company has held a A+ rating of AM Best since 2002, so we're very strong in the healthcare industry and financially, and we focus on the IT needs of healthcare entities.
Now, earlier, Lola, you spoke about security, which has been a huge issue for the industry. Can you please tell us more about how your company addresses that?
What people will read about in the business sector is security acronyms. Are you DICAP certified? Are you FSMA certified? Are you a FedRAMP company? Do you have the HIPAA security requirements in place? Those are all security frameworks. They're not really controls and processes in the truest sense of the word. For us, security is what we live and breathe. We have teams that focus on that every day to make sure that the data is secure, and we can't afford to breach anywhere because we have multiple customers. So we're not just protecting our parent company, we're protecting our customers at the same time. But being in healthcare as a parent and a subsidiary, we know the importance of having repeatable processes, repeatable controls, and being on our toes for what the latest attack might be from a cybersecurity point of view.
Can you please explain cloud technology to our viewers and what does that mean for companies?
So there are various forms of cloud technology, and the one that you'll hear the most is public clouds. And those are services that are basically you can go out and obtain compute power. You can get a server, you can get storage, you can get CPUs, things along that line. And it's usually focused in what's called x86. But you still don't have the managed, that's the physical security of it. It's not the managed services of it, making sure that you've got the controls and processes overlaying it. So really, when we look at our customer, we seek to understand what their business is, what type of security controls and processes they need around it, and we manage those services. So we can manage those services either in one of the public clouds that are out there and well-known, or we can manage their services within their own data center complex, or we can manage them within our data center complex. And cloud is not a technology. The technologies behind cloud have been there for decades, virtualization, sharing storage, things along that line. Cloud is really a business model, and that is the ability to expand and contract the resources when you need them. And that's been the struggle. Most of our customers don't want to go out and buy 50 servers if they only need it once a year during open enrollment. They want the ability to say, this month I need 5, and next month I need 50. And so that can be done whether it's in hybrid, a public, or a private cloud environment.
You mentioned the different cloud solutions. How do you select the right one that's going to bring value and be efficient for an organization and have security?
So our biggest struggles with our customers is helping them understand that we are not a one-size-fits-all. So when they come to us and they say, well, give me your rate sheet, we say, give us your problem. We want to solve your business problem. We don't want to just hand you a rate sheet because your reputation is important and our reputation to support you is very important. And so we look at what their business problem is, the environment they need, and we build our solution to that. Do you need medium security? Then we can provide you medium security. But if you need top secret clearance security, then we look at it differently. And if it's just simply a web portal where somebody's going to look up a search engine for prices, then that's low security. So you really need to understand what the customer needs, and we fit our solutions to what the customer needs, not the one size fit all. We're not a commodity. We're a solution driver to the needs of your problems.
Our partnership with CDS involves claim processing services, as well as technology hosting services, which includes data warehousing, and business process outsourcing services, where their staff actually handle our claims and calls. When we selected CDS as our technology platform partner, we were primarily focused on reliability, scalability, and service, which they meet in spades. However, in retrospect, we identified security as an important aspect as well, and we have found that partnership to be exceptional. In addition to technology expertise, CDS has brought to Avalon deep expertise in how regional and national carriers manage their business and process claims. That depth of understanding has actually helped our product platform develop in a way that has much richer and greater compliance, as well as much richer and greater accuracy than we originally anticipated. When we selected CDS, some of the elements were reliability, scalability, and service, and now we respect the security piece more than we did at the time. One of the reasons is the industry has experienced some security violations, and CDS's best practice program has helped us achieve a best practice faster than we expected. And therefore, when we're working with potential clients, we find their confidence in us is enhanced because of that partnership. Obviously, every industry is concerned about security. In healthcare, we've had some instances that have signified security should be of critical importance. Companion Data Services brings to the table best-in-class security protocols. Therefore, Avalon, even though it's a young company, is finding it has a mature security program in place, and that is providing confidence to our customers.
Lola, what makes you different from other companies in the industry?
In the other parts of the company, when you look and you hear commercials on the cloud, they're really focused on the public cloud. They're really focused on that resource base, that you can go out and physically get the resources you need. But we focus on the managed services, the activities, the controls, and the processes to make sure that your data is secured, the logical security. Do you have the right firewalls in place? Do you have the right communication lines in place? Do you have the right servers with access control in place? Where the other companies are really, you're accessing their hardware components, and you decide how you're going to access those, which is the logical security is really where the hacking is going on. It's not happening in the physical security world.
Lola, you mentioned that you specialize in healthcare. Can you please elaborate on this?
Absolutely. Healthcare has been my passion since high school. I was a private duty nurse's aide. I care that people get the healthcare that they need in our country. And our parent company, being the largest insurer in the state of South Carolina, that's their focus as well. There are different requirements surrounding how you protect the information and the data of healthcare in the U.S. from the privacy point of view all the way up to the security point of view. And so I think it's really important to recognize that there are differences in industry. If you're in the financial industry, you're protecting credit, but there's something more personal about making sure that the knowledge of the health crisis that an individual may be going through is protected. And so that's what we specialize in, is really focusing in on the healthcare companies that we want to work with.
Oh, that's so incredible how you take this technology and you take what is so dear to us and during their most vulnerable times and you protect that. And there's a shortage of women in technology, and I know that this is something you're passionate about. Can you please tell us more about this?
Women in technology is a passion for me. I just met a young girl that started in our organization that I sat there and told her when I was in college there were 2 out of 50 that were female. And she said today in her computer science class she was the only female. I think what happens is if you look at our young girls, they are as talented as our boys, and at some point in time when high school hits, they lose interest in technology and science. And I really think it's because women have a natural passion. And when you look in technology, what's out there and what's talked about is Google and Amazon and gaming, and there's no meaning for me in those great companies. But when I got my meaning, I knew that healthcare made a difference. And so I think we have to reach our young women where they can make a difference in a world. Tell them that technology is not just about games, but technology makes a difference. And so we need to reach them, we need to teach them the technology, and then we've got to keep them. So we've got to nurture them and make sure they want to stay in the technology field. Because when you enter in, and it's predominantly sometimes men around you, you can feel a little out of sorts. But all of the women that I've met, they're just as talented as our men, and they're equals And what I have found is I've always been treated as an equal in the technology world. They just have to be reached, taught, and then kept.
So we are a hosting company, an outsourcing company, a company that provides a highly secured environment. So the value prop that we provide is a set of IT resources that provide the best value that a customer can have to meet these requirements. These challenges of the amount of data that's coming in is forcing them to try to figure out data center space, where I'm going to store it, how am I going to analyze it. And what we can do is provide a value proposition of the IT resources that perform that work at a cost point and a secure point that they cannot do themselves.
You are so inspiring, and your life, your work, you're mentoring so many by watching you. And lastly, what is next for your company, and what do you see for the future?
Next is continuing to build on the experience and the healthcare knowledge that we have. So we've just recently announced a partnership with a company called Avalon, where we're taking our claims processing system into the next level. So we've focused on managed services before this point, and now we're going on taking the experience of our parent company and applying it into claims processing. So that's the next frontier along the way of doing cloud services.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's encouraging, I think, to women and young girls who are watching to know that your message about technology, that is something they can take their passions, whatever it is, and utilize it and maximize it and protect it as you're doing. It sounds like companion data services can really help companies secure their IT solutions. So Lola, thank you so much for joining us.
I appreciate it.
And thank you for watching. For Worldwide Business, I'm Kathy Ireland.